So as soon as I found out there was more oil in Venezuela than in Saudi Arabia, I knew it was just a matter of time before we had to bring democracy to their people, and that's what they're saying, right? And so that's I want to make that. So don't be triggered by the word communist, because communist is the people in Venezuela. Maduro has a mixed economy. He has an economy where he runs the oil and he gives that money back to the people, and they have a lot of lithium down there and stuff. So he wants to take their natural resources and put that money back into the country. And the economic hitmen who run the Western culture don't want that to happen. So they want you to have an opinion that that's a illegal election. Hey, let's say it is. I'll grant you it's not, but I'll grant you. Let's say Maduro didn't win the election. It's none of our fucking business, and I don't think the elections in America are correct, right? So I don't want people from
clean up your own house. Everyone watch 2020.
I don't want people from Venezuela coming in here overthrowing my government to clean it up for me. We can figure it out in the United States. So your question is, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here is that people need to come together like the truckers did in Canada.
Nice.
And they need to shut down shit and put a hurt on the billionaires who actually run the Western world, and to the point where we make the government afraid of us again. And that's what we used to, that's what is supposed to happen, right? The government's supposed to be afraid of the people. If the people are afraid of the government, that's tyranny. And that's what we're living in right now. We're living in tyranny. So we need to do things like we need to get the truckers and the farmers and workers of all sorts together to revolt against this government and take it back, because we don't have the government right now. We live in a literal oligarchy, which is proven by a Princeton study over 10 years ago. Your vote does not fucking matter. It doesn't matter because your candidates are chosen. The fact that Trump was not chosen is why they tried to kill him, okay? And I'm not saying that if Trump becomes president, he'll fix everything. I'm saying that there's a reason why they're trying to kill him, okay? And so that's what needs to happen. People like you and me and people in my audience who have already realized this, that your neighbor is not your enemy. Your neighbor is your neighbor. And they want you to hate, they want me to hate, so that the oligarchy did a controlled demolition of our economy during COVID, which crushed everybody, and they want me to hate my neighbor for the economic pain I'm feeling because he wouldn't take a vaccine that didn't work the way they said it did in the first place. Well, I'm not going to hate my neighbor. I'm going to join with my neighbor, and I'm going to oppose those oligarchs. I'm going to do it with farmers. I'm going to do it with truckers. I'm going to do it with workers at Amazon of all sorts, because that's the only thing that's going to take back this country. And if that doesn't happen, we're lost. We're lost to tyranny. We're lost to authoritarianism. We're lost to corporatism. And it's not just in America. I just did a European tour. The exact thing that's happening here is happening there. And they feel it, and they know exactly the same thing. I did a sold-out tour in Europe. I had no idea if I would sell one ticket. I sold out everywhere I went, and I did meet and greets, and people came up to me and said, exactly what you're experiencing in America is exact. Jeff Bezos doesn't just own the Washington Post here in America. He's also owns media in Norway. Did you know that? I didn't know that until I went there. He's buying up media in Europe. So the same billionaires who run this country are running Western Europe, and that's why we have the immigrant crisis, not only there but here, and that's why they got rid of Muammar Gaddafi, because Muammar Gaddafi was a line between immigration from Africa to here, and they wanted to get rid of it.